Dungeon Crawler Cow, a terribly drawn recap. Our story begins on a freezing Tuesday morning. Carl was started awake and decided to have a smoke. Things hasn't been going very well for Carl. He has just broken up with his girlfriend, Beatrice, after he found out that she has been cheating on him. Unfortunately, Beatrice is currently in the Bahamas, so Carl has promised to look after her cat until she's back. Princess Donut, the Queen Anne Chonk, is a pedigreed, best-in-show Persian who practically lives at cat beauty pageants. Donut, who has never shown interest in the outdoors, suddenly decided that she's an explorer. Before Carl could react, Donut jumps out of the window and down a tree before she realizes that it's way too cold even for her fluffiness. Now she's perched on top of a tree branch, meowing loudly at Carl for help. Swearing under his breath, Carl grabs his leather jacket, squeezes his feet into Beatrice's tiny pink Crocs, and runs outside. "Donut! Come on, you little shit!" Carl calls out, stretching his arms towards the screaming cat. Mrs. Parsons, Carl's first-floor neighbor, pokes her head out.
"Carl? Is that you? You're gonna freeze too!"
Slam! The world around Carl flattened as if giant hands had slammed down on every single building. Where Carl's apartment had been is now just a rectangle of dirt and stone. Anyone who was inside is now definitely dead. Donut leaps into Carl's still outstretched hands when a male robotic voice suddenly fills his head.
"Surviving humans, take note."
Text appears in his vision as the voice booms.
Per Syndicate Rules, subsection 543, Earth has been seized for failing to file elemental rights appeal. Borant Corporation, one of Syndicate's trusted mining companies, has started to process Earth's raw materials. Per Section 35 of the Indigenous Planetary Species Protection Act, rights to planetary ownership, Earth, may be reinstated upon successful completion of the 18-level world dungeon. To ensure fairness, the dungeon will be overseen by a neutral syndicate AI alongside showrunner Borant Corporation. Participation is voluntary. By entering, participants grant consent to be broadcast in this season of Dungeon Crawler World Earth. Thank you for being a part of the syndicate. Have a great day.
A horn blasts and massive spotlights punch into the air. One erupted just 100 feet from Carl, beaming up from what used to be a thrift store. Without thinking, Carl turns and runs towards the light, his feet barely fitting into the ridiculous pink Crocs, and Donut clutched tightly to his chest. A staircase opens into the earth, its bottom lost in a wash of bright light, and warmth radiates up from below. Carl descends the wrought iron staircase, his footsteps echoing loudly around him. At the bottom, he's met by a massive door carved with fish demons. This is where the game truly begins. An information box pops out in his vision like a high-tech HUD, and Carl realizes that he can control them with his mind. This fish creature is a Kuatin, the dominant species of the Borant system and owners of Borant Corporation. Carl gingerly walks past the door and is slammed shut behind him. Dungeon Floor 1. Time to level collapse, 5 days. A new, overly enthusiastic game show host voice welcomes him to the first floor.
"Welcome, Crawler. Welcome to the first floor."
A 5-day timer appears in his peripheral vision. Donut is swiping at the air as if she's seeing the same interface. A tooltip identifies her as Crawler 4119.
Crawler 4119, Princess Donut. Level 1, Race, Cat. Class, not yet assigned. Crawler 4122, Cow. Level 1, Race, Human. Class, not yet assigned.
He has also been assigned stats based on his current physical and mental proficiency. What the hell? Carl mumbles to himself. Then the achievements start rolling in. One for bringing in a cat.
New achievement, Crazy Cat Lady.
One for being one of the first 5,000 to enter.
New achievement, Early Adopter.
And several for having no supplies, no weapons, and most importantly, no pants. Carl looks ahead and notices a glowing neon sign that says,
The Tutorial Guild,
and starts to make his way towards it with Donut trotting along behind him. The neon sign points into a thin, dark alleyway. Carl hesitated before stepping in.
New achievement! Fall into an obvious trap.
He is immediately blinded by 3 lights and the sound of a steam engine roared to life. High-pitched laughter and squealing erupted. Beatrice's pink Crocs went flying as Carl and Donut run back. A tank the size of a tractor slowly turns to face them. 3 green humanoid monsters are standing on top of the machine, screaming and pointing at them.
Goblin Murder Dozer. Contraption. A goblin-built, steam-powered machine designed to mow down and slaughter unsuspecting dungeon crawlers. Goblin Level 2. Small, green, and smart. What goblins lack in physical strength, they make up in pure spunk. Goblin Engineer Level 3. Engineers, the incels of the goblin world. They have a hard time finding a date, which makes them extra angry. If there are any females in your party, they will attack them first.
Carl and Donut scramble down the hallways, dashing towards the wooden door of the tutorial guild. Carl grabs the door handle and turns. It's locked. What the hell? Carl bangs on the door. Let me in! Behind him, the murder dozer seems to be stuck. The 2 level 2 goblins jumped off and starts running towards them. The tutorial guild door cracks open and a rat-like creature peeps out.
Sorry, Carla,
He says.
you can't enter a safe zone while mobs are right outside. Rules are rules.
Down the hallway, the murder dozer has straightened out and is now charging towards them. One of the level 2 goblins swings at Carl with his pineapple stick. Carl ducked and jabs the goblin square in the nose. A health bar appears. It was easy. The second goblin turns and flees to the murder dozer as Carl continues to smash the down goblin until its health bar completely empties. A bunch of new achievements pop up. Open the fucking door! Carl shouts desperately while Donut, as if she's had enough of this nonsense, casually slips through the cracked door into the guild. Oi! Alright. Seeing the cat is already inside, the red man finally unchains the door. Carl dives in as the 2 goblins stare, outraged. Carl stands up, meets their eyes, flips them off, and slams the door shut.
Good girl, you're a good girl, my princess. You're like a root beer float, oh yes. I take it all back and never let you in. I wouldn't do it all over again. I love you, I'm sorry, my princess.